Once upon a time, in a kingdom nestled between rolling hills and sparkling rivers, there reigned a wise and noble king named Alaric. King Alaric was loved by all his subjects, but no one held a place closer to his heart than his only son, Prince Kaelan. The prince was kind, brave, and full of curiosity. However, despite all the luxuries and knowledge in the palace, King Alaric knew that Kaelan would never truly grow into the ruler he was destined to be if he remained sheltered within the castle walls. King Alaric believed that true wisdom could only come from experiencing life beyond the safety of the palace. So, with a heavy heart but firm resolve, he decided to send his son into the outer world, far from the comforts and riches he was accustomed to. A father's plan, however, the king couldn't bear the thought of his son being lost forever. He devised a plan, one that would allow Kaelan to experience the world freely, yet always have a way back home when the time was right. One crisp morning, King Alaric called Kaelan to the royal garden, where sunlight streamed through the trees, and the birds sang a gentle tune. "My dear son," the king said, "I have raised you with all the knowledge and care a father can offer, but there is a greater teacher beyond these walls: the world itself. You must leave the palace, live among the people, and learn what it truly means to lead. But you will go without the memory of your royal lineage. You will not know you are a prince, nor where you come from, until the time is right." Kaelan's heart pounded at the thought. "But father," he asked, "how will I find my way back to you?" The king smiled and placed two objects in his son's hands. The first was a small, intricately carved wooden box. "This," King Alaric said, "is your key to remembrance. Within it lies the secret to your true identity. But it will only open when you have learned all the lessons the world wishes to teach you. Only then will you be ready to return." The second object was a silver amulet, inscribed with ancient symbols and shining with an otherworldly glow. "This," the king continued, "will guide you on your journey. It will not point the way home, but it will protect you, remind you of the values you hold dear, and light the way when all seems dark. Trust in it, and in yourself." The outer world with a final embrace, the king kissed his son on the forehead, and with a touch of magic, Kaelan's memories of the palace, his father, and his princely life were erased. He was taken far from the kingdom and placed among humble villagers, where he would live as one of them. Years passed, and Kaelan grew into a strong and compassionate man. He learned the struggles of ordinary life, farming the land, tending to animals, and helping others in their need. He experienced joy, pain, friendship, and loss. He faced challenges that tested his strength and moments that warmed his heart. Yet, throughout his journey, the silver amulet remained with him, glowing softly during his darkest times and keeping him safe when danger was near. The key to remembrance. One day, after many trials, Kaelan felt a deep sense of peace and understanding, as if he had finally uncovered a truth about himself that had always been hidden. On that very night, as the moonlight bathed his small, humble home, the wooden box he had carried all those years suddenly began to hum with warmth. He opened it, and inside was a letter, written in a familiar hand. It was from King Alaric. "My beloved son," the letter began. "You have now learned what it means to lead with humility, wisdom, and strength. You have seen the world through the eyes of the people you are destined to rule. Now, it is time for you to return home and take your place as the prince of this kingdom." At that moment, Kaelan's memories flooded back: the grand palace, his father's kind face, the life he had once lived. The amulet around his neck shone brightly, revealing the path back to the kingdom. With a heart full of gratitude and newfound understanding, Kaelan set off on the journey home. The return of the prince. When he arrived at the palace gates, King Alaric was waiting for him, arms open wide. "Welcome home, my son," the king said. "You are now ready to rule, not just as a prince, but as a man who knows the world, who understands his people, and who will lead with both strength and compassion." And so, Kaelan took his rightful place by his father's side, ruling the kingdom with the wisdom gained from his journey. He never forgot the lessons of the outer world, and his reign became one of the most prosperous and just in the kingdom's history. The end to a new beginning. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Subscribe to our channel for continued exploration. Don't forget to like, it helps spread the word. Explore different world perceptions. Expand your brain functionality with access to higher brain frequencies, enhancing understanding capabilities. Experiment with higher sound wave development. End to a new beginning.